Alright, welcome to day 7 of Combaticon week. I'm going to take a look at the combination of all the Combaticons to form Bruticus. So I just prepped Blast Off and Vortex since they become the arms. We got the legs, Swindle and Brawl, Onslaught, the torso, and this guy's going to become the weapon. So let's get started. And of course, let's start with Shockwave, and I think I pretty much showed you the last time in one of my videos, so all you do is just fold the handle down. That's it. Next, Swindle and Brawl is to become the legs just like the G1 version, so I'm going to plate the combiner weapon, or the combiner port, I should say, and just leave it like this. And take his minigun and plug it on like that so it looks a little cleaner. You can do this, you can do it like this if you want, but I always like to plug it onto this port, this little peg right here, that way it looks cleaner. So, and fold back the front bumper and pull the connector port out like that, and just plug it in. There we go. All right, that's one leg. Brawl, let's just leave this the way it is. Go and fold down the tab in. Fold this up, and if you want, you can actually just push the tank cannon off, to the front if you want, and grab this back portion here. And you can see there's actually remember this was under here, this little hole right here. It's actually going to swing around, and it's going to reposition to here, so which is pretty convenient. So go ahead and plug that in. Fold this up. And there you have, oops, it's a little bit off center. So there you have the legs. Next up are Blast Off and Vortex. So I just prepped them in robot mode just so they can go to arm mode, like a lot quicker and easier. So to do Blast Off, let's just take off his flamethrower, the combiner mode, the combined weapon, hold down the fingers, flip this out, hold this down. A little bit will become the thumb. And there you go. So for Blast Off, turn the head around, push this down. Now with the arms, you're going to swing them up till they go over the torso. Then twist them back. You're going to twist the forearms in so that the thumbs are facing down. And that's going to go into these little tabs right here where the fists are going to go, the fist holes. So put one in there, and then put the other one in there, so like that. And of course fold the wings back as well. So now from here you can plug the legs together, make sure they all snap together, and then twist it this way. And don't forget to hold back the tail fin. And of course plug this on. There's a way you could store Blast Off's weapon. I just like to store it in the back, just like that. So there you go. That's one arm. Vortex. Pretty much the same thing as Blades. So you should know what the transformation is like. So now, just like with Defense Store, I like to fold this back just because, hey, it's my personal preference. Make sure the legs are close together. Twist the waist around so that the hole's facing you. Hold like that. I'll make sure this arm is tabbed in. Like that. Make sure you flip out the fingers. Pull back will become the thumb. Like that. There you go. And plug this on. Now if you want, you can actually leave the blades out like this. If you want, just to replicate his G1 counterpart. If you want. And it's just your personal preference. So, and of course, just plug Vortex's weapon on the back like that. So there you have the arms. And last but not least, let's do Onslaught. So it's pretty simple. So hold the head in, like so, and go and lift the arms up. Actually, now before we do that, let's fold the forearms back up first, just like you would on Hotspot. You should know what that's like what that's like right now. And then fold these up like that. Fold the heels back. And twist them so that the purple stripes are facing you. And fold these up. And yeah, make sure that's a little groove here or slot goes into that little tab, just like hotspot, or you would to make the fence wire. That's what I meant to say, but let's make sure it goes in there. Oh, come on, there we go. It has to, catch it. So, there you go. And what were Onslaught's toes? Just fold them up, and with this big turn here, twist it around, like that. And from here, we can actually just bring the canopy up and fold it back. That way it reveals the combiner slot. The same on this side. Fold this up and fold it back like that. And we're not gonna clip these on just yet. So these little flaps right here, these little wings, they will clip onto here, but don't do it just yet because you have to plug in the limbs first, then close this in. So there you go. Just leave it out like that for now. So, and then fold this down, and then from here we can actually bring this all the way back. You can see it's on a double hinge right there. So, and then twist what were Onslaught's turns up like that. So he's got the traditional cannons on a cannon backpack, but just like I had on G1. So, yep. And you're done. So that. Oh wait, no, nope. Missing one step. Take this big part here and fold it down like that, so that becomes the waist piece. So there we go. So now we're done. Now let's put them all together. All right. So let's take Swindle, slide them in here. Make sure it goes in all the way. There's Brawl. Yeah, this one's a little tricky. Push this in, like that. And you raise the camera a bit. All right, so just fold that back, and now normally on hotspot you would just slide them in like that, but no, you had to do it from the front. So you're gonna push it from the front, like that, and then you can fold this wing back in like that, so that way it holds the arm in place. So, which is pretty convenient. And let's bring Vortex. So slide this in, and then fold this wing back so it locks in place. And there we go. And yes, he tends to have like a little, he's kind of front heavy because of the waist joint. So I just like to fold back like one click. There we go. Actually, no, it's 2 clicks, but oh well. So, my bad. Alright, so now we can actually add his gun, which is Shockwave, and just plugs right into his hand. And there you have Bruticus. And I gotta say, it looks quite nice, and it's very faithful to his G1 counterpart. And yeah, he's pretty nice. It looks low. Yeah. And of course there's a little hole right here on which you can actually store Shockwave in gun mode on the back like that if you want. So yeah, that's storage right there. So, wait, where's the hole? There we go. There we go. Now the one thing I like about this is that there's like this big little gap in here. It actually does allow space for the back part of the tail fin to fit comfortably in his hand, which is actually pretty neat. See, there's like enough clearance for it to go into his hand, which is really nice. So yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Bruticus. Articulation, his head is actually on a ball joint. Of course, you can tell this is the typical combiner articulation. Arms on shoulders on a ratchet. They could swing out the side, but it's actually, you actually forget the shoulder because this big part right here is actually blocking it. So there's elbows, they can twist. Of course, there's wrist rotation. And of course, the waist, of course, the legs, they can go out to the side like that. Of course, it can bend, it can twist, and that's all she wrote. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for Bruticus. So I do like this combination, this combiner, I should say. And yeah, you can swap out any, any deluxe class with any other thing if you want. Like you make a custom combiner if you want. That's okay. It's your personal preference. And hey, just use your imagination with these combiners. So yeah. So the next combiner I'm going to do, which is an Autobot one, is Skyrain. So Wheeljack's on the way, and I'm going to get Autobot Hound, Smokescreen, Trailbreaker, and Skylynx. So now I heard there's going to be a Legends class that goes along with it, which is Wreck-Gar, which is basically a repaint of Groove, Protectobot Groove. Kind of debating if I want to get that figure or not. I mean, there's actually an unofficial way to attach him, to attach to Skyrain, but I'll think about it. So I hope you enjoyed Combaticon week, and we're going to do Skyrain week, or, I don't know, yeah, Skyrain week, whatever, if I get all the Skyrain bots. So, yeah. And of course, for Comrade Ghost, yes, it's been a while since I've done Comrade Ghost. I already pre-ordered GC11 Comrade Ghost Grateful Damashi, which is supposed to come out early April next month. So, yeah. Enough of my babbling. So, this is just for reviews. Signing off.